So here's this big wealth generating machine, the fastest growing asset, the best performance of any asset in history, keeps going. We get to 100 trillion within 10 years. So we're only 3% of the way there. Think of how much wealth this is going to generate for humanity. What? I'm saying $97 trillion. Let's assume you think, and probably rightly so, Raoul's an utter moron. I'm going to halve it. That's still 50 trillion, which is 100 years of value accrual of the S&P 500.
Raoul Pal, CEO of Real Vision, predicts that within the next 10 years, Bitcoin will surge to a staggering $100 trillion, surpassing a century's worth of value accumulated by the S&P 500. As the world increasingly shifts toward decentralized finance and Web 3.0, Bitcoin is rapidly establishing itself as the cornerstone of the future economy. The traditional financial system, once controlled by banks and gatekeepers, is now being replaced by a more transparent, efficient, and accessible digital infrastructure. In this new financial landscape, we will own our data, assets, and execute contracts instantly, all while bypassing intermediaries. With decentralized finance and self-directed investing gaining momentum, Bitcoin is poised for a meteoric rise as this monumental shift unfolds. Those who recognize Bitcoin's potential stand to reap tremendous rewards. Stay tuned until the end of the video, as Raoul shares his expert insights on the massive crypto revolution that's about to unfold.
Hi guys, hope to see you guys at Dubai Token 2049. We have exclusive 10% off limited super early bird tickets. Click the link below. This pass will grant you access to speaking sessions, networking app, exhibition hall, daily networking drinks, and also included breakfast, lunch, and coffee breaks, all included the package. I'd love to see everyone there. Peace out.
It's actually been remarkably quiet from the kind of gold bug macro crowd. I think because they know that Bitcoin actually falls in line with their thesis of things. And so I've seen that subtle shift where we're seeing less kind of snide comments, but the great holdout, the beautiful holdouts are the FT and the Economist. It's been 12 years now since this thing hit mainstream, and they're still cynical and they hate it because it's a system change where they were the gatekeepers of knowledge. And now we've just basically decentralized it by a bunch of apes on the internet fucking around on Twitter. And it's like, well, where is our place in a DeFi world? You know, their complete worldview, the Economist and the FT, is basically collapsing around them. So they're doubling down on the angry old men shaking fists at clouds routine. It's like, really? I mean, even CNBC, Boomer TV, actually talks a lot about crypto. Good on them.
Yeah.
The other people they don't want to get the technology angle. To them, it's all a bubble. To them, AI is just another internet boom. Last time I checked, that internet boom bust is like this much on a chart that does this.
Totally.
You forget, right? Crypto is actually fundamental to the future of the internet. All of this can change. Then, obviously, in a digital world, everything digitalized goes to zero in value or cost. Almost instantaneously. We've seen it with everything. But what blockchain does is create digital scarcity. Okay, that's a profound topic, which is why it's be able to create Bitcoin, but also it allows you to have smart contracts of any contract and all of this. So it's the efficiency layer as the internet scales that we have to reorganize around what we call Web3 now. And people think it's all to do with crypto prices, token price, nothing to do with that. It's just an internet for the future because we're living more and more digitally. We have digital goods now, things we didn't have 20 years ago. Now, so this becomes very important. Instantaneous contracts and everybody's around the world. I mean, 20 years ago, you and I couldn't do this. We'll be on a phone with each other, right? It's happening so fast. So crypto is that, but it's also the efficient rails for the financial system, just at simple level. An equity that is tokenized is instantaneously settled, globally available. If you think of the US wants people to access its capital markets, well, this is the way. Look at bloody stable coins. That's global fractionalizable euro-dollar market. One of the largest markets the world's ever seen. This is now getting bigger because of this. So that's the reworking of the financial system. But then there's another superpower within that you and I are part of, is the rejection of the institutions and trust in the institution of finance, the middlemen, the intermediary, the gatekeeper, and the complete explosion that started from Occupy Wall Street and then went warp factor 10 GameStop, the crypto stuff in 2020, and looks like it's going to go warp factor 10 squared this time around, is self-directed investing. Right? It's a big deal. And what we're doing is we're using the internet to organize hive mind, which is you get all of the voices coming together and then you somehow filter the noises to look for the signal. Now, that'll all happen with AI. This is what we're doing at Real Vision, exactly this. This is the mega trend, and we're helping to make sense of the noise, you and I, and we're trying to deliver it back to people and say, listen, here's how I'm making sense of the noise. What do you think about that? That mega trend is the driver of the token price side. The token is really what we've got. If we think we got poor last time because of Facebook and Google, we now actually own the rails. It's the new internet, and guess what? It's tokenized. And guess what? It's a globally homogenous asset class that's fractionalizable and available to anybody on the planet. I mean, fuck me, this is the most powerful. We're giving a global utility and saying you can all share in it. And it's a race to buy as much as you can as early as you can. People don't get this. They all think crypto's a scam. They don't get. We're basically giving everybody a chance to own the entire rails.
Raoul Pal believes that crypto exchanges and platforms are empowering individuals to take control of their finances. Recently, he polled his 1 million followers on X, asking if their portfolios had outperformed the S&P 500 this year. With nearly 11,000 responses, 80.7% of participants reported that their portfolios had indeed beaten the S&P 500, which is up 27.5% year-to-date. Pal views this as a clear sign that regular investors, sharing strategies and insights, are outperforming professional market experts. He sees this as a shift in financial power, moving away from traditional systems. Now, let's hear more from Raoul Pal as he elaborates further.
Look, there's a lot there that I talked about, and there's plenty more other parts. But it's really simple. It's a $3 trillion, well, it keeps moving every time I say this. It's now $3.5 trillion. But let's call it $3 trillion because it's easy math. $3 trillion asset. It goes to 100 trillion, at least, within 10 years. That's just extrapolating out the trend rate of growth. I'm not doing anything crazy, wild things. It's been growing like this. And yes, growth will slow over time, but then we've got AI agents who are going to be using this stuff as well. So fuck knows how fast this thing continues to grow. So here's this big wealth generating machine, the fastest growing asset, the best performance of any asset in history, keeps going. We get to 100 trillion within 10 years. So we're only 3% of the way there. Think of how much wealth this is going to generate for humanity. What? I'm saying $97 trillion. Let's assume you think, and probably rightly so, Raoul's an utter moron. I'm going to halve it. That's still 50 trillion, which is 100 years of value accrual of the S&P 500, of all the largest companies in America. People have no comprehension of this.
Yeah, I mean, what's the total addressable market of tokenizing assets? Like, limitless.
Yeah. Well, because if you add derivative markets, which are 1 quadrillion, FX markets, they probably trade a quadrillion a year or more, add in the global bond market at about 300 or 400 billion, the global real estate market at about 300 billion, trillions with a T, global equities like 200 trillion. I mean, this is la la land. And then we haven't got the activity created on chain by agents using it for economic activity, or us putting everything, all contracts online, or us using it for, I guess deeds and stuff are contracts. But yeah, it's the architecture for the digital age. It's as simple as that. And people think it's all about currencies, cryptocurrencies and NFTs. What we're seeing is just vast, rapid experimentation with use cases. Memes are speed testing the ability to spin up a token for multiple cases, thinking about how we can tokenize culture, giving us a future work where we can be part of something. There's a lot of testing going on, but fuck me, we've battle tested these chains. I mean, they're launching 100,000 tokens a day or something stupid.
I know.
And we did the same with DeFi. We keep battle testing it, it breaks. We keep doing it and doing it and doing it. really fast. NFTs, we speed tested, okay, does this technology work? Yeah, it did work really well, but was that the future form? No, that was the first form. So we are, banana zone central right now. Now, I've always said about the banana zone is this year and next year, from now on to next year, is really hard to deal with. People think, great, the banana zone, we're all going to be rich. No, the banana zone is watching your friend get really rich fast and then thinking, why not me? And then panicking in to the trade he was in when you were in the right trade, and then you're losing money. And then you're like, oh shit, I'm not making enough money because some bloke posted on Twitter, he made 100x in these memes, so I'm going to be looking for memes. And you go out of the risk curve. You start then like, I'm not going to make enough money in my bets. I want to start leveraging with perps. And before you know it, you lose your tokens. And rule number one of not fucking this up is don't lose your tokens. And so it's going to get really hard. I can see it happening with XRP. But yes, so everybody is going to see this. You're going to lose your mind. So the banana zone is more about losing your mind and not screwing it up, which is why I keep reiterating the don't fuck this up thesis. Because you will always feel like it's not happening to you. And then it's like, oh my God, 2 weeks of, oh my God, I'm up 100%. And then it's like, well, why are they making money? It's really bizarre.
Russian President Vladimir Putin, who was once skeptical about Bitcoin, has now acknowledged that it cannot be banned. He firmly stated that Bitcoin and other digital assets are unstoppable and will continue to evolve. Speaking at an investment forum in Moscow, Putin remarked, "Who can ban Bitcoin? Nobody. And who can prohibit the use of other electronic means of payment? Nobody. These are new technologies, and regardless of what happens to the dollar, these tools will develop, because everyone will strive to reduce costs and increase reliability." This shift in stance aligns with Putin's recent approval of laws recognizing cryptocurrencies as property in Russia, offering tax exemptions for crypto mining and sales, a strategic move to strengthen Russia's global position and compete with the West, particularly as China cracks down on crypto. With nearly 17 million crypto users in Russia, compared to 93 million in the US, the country has significant room for growth. Putin's pro-crypto stance could further boost the sector, which has already gained momentum following similar support from US President Donald Trump. Bitcoin is now on the brink of something massive, a surge that could see its value skyrocket to $100 trillion in the next decade, as Raoul Pal predicts. With traditional financial systems collapsing, Bitcoin is positioning itself to lead the way, potentially becoming the backbone of the future economy. For more Daily Dose Crypto news, check out these 2 awesome videos on your screen. Click now and we will see you on the next video.